people on the airways always preach who I should be. How to dress, how to talk, baby, how to breathe. Wicked artists use their limber fingers to paint pictures of what young girls are to aspire to be.
I think having a support system is so important for young women and their well-being because sisterhood, do you know what I mean? Like, we need, like, as humans, we need to be around people, we need to feel connected, we need to feel like we are part of a tribe or a family.
We described like our close circle of girls as like midwives for us, and I think that's a good analogy because I think we're all birthing things in life. You either birthing the new you're either birthing a new project, or you know, you're going through healing, or there's always stages to stuff, and something amazing comes at the end, like when a woman gives birth, she has a baby. And I think sisterhood is your midwives, so the people that are willing to be there with you for that good thing to come out.
Sipping on rosé is your best solution. Down all till you're stumbling with past confusion.
Sisterhood is like literally everything. Not to say that my brothers, like, they're not like part of the hood, but
for women and young girls especially, like, there's nothing like a female bond, there's nothing like sisterhood. It's something that is really hard to explain, but you feel it. Like, there's so many times where I literally walk in the street or on the train or on the bus and I just see someone with like nice earrings or her hair or makeup is banging. I'm just like, God, you look good. It's so empowering and so resourceful actually to know that even if you feel alone, there is someone around you who would support you, even if it's a stranger.
I've made so many friends from just in a bathroom, like on a night out, chatting and saying, you know what, you're really cool and we're getting on. Like, let's be friends, let's share, let's bond. And I've met them up like the week later, we've gone for dinner and now they're like really close friends of mine. And I think don't be afraid to just step out of your box and try and meet new people, because I think it's just a really important way to create a system.
That level of, you know, sisterhood and adoration is just so comforting to know, and I feel like if there were more women who were doing that and not kind of stereotypically against each other but actually supporting each other, then I feel like we would have so many more young women that would feel better about themselves and actually be taking care of their well-being, to know that someone else is asking them how they feel.
Especially as women, we go through so much. We are already fighting against society by being sort of the lower sex and all these other difficulties and all these other pressures to look good and to be a certain way, to be feminine, to be this, that we need to be supporting each other and not against each other.
a lot of the time my parents, I think it was quite a taboo subject, a taboo topic to talk about at home, and even within like the South Asian community, like not a lot of people speak about mental health. So speaking about it at home, it was kind of like, whoa. What I found is that if you speak about something, you're kind of almost like a voice for someone else.
A lot of young girls have been sending me messages on Instagram about my blog. So either they've got ADHD or they think they do, or they're convinced they do now after reading my blog. And a few people have said, I just wish there was somewhere we could all meet, or somewhere we could share our experiences and see if other people are going through the same. So yeah, I started a little Facebook group because I think there's such a buzz you get from feeling like you're the only person going through something and feeling like you're odd for going through it, and then hearing someone else explain it exactly how it feels. It's uplifting.
To paint pictures of what young girls are to aspire to be. I'm not alive if I'm not on a legal weed.
I think for me, having like good female friends that listen, because another thing that I would like to say is that if you have a friend that is struggling with mental health problem, it's really important that you listen, like, because that's all people really need sometimes.
Asking another woman, how do you feel, is like, how often do women get asked how do we feel? Like, how often do our emotions and feelings get put first? And I feel like definitely from woman to woman, it's just so rewarding, and I found it really, really helpful. The message I would give to any young woman right now who may be suffering with their mental health, mental well-being, is one, to know that it's okay, that you may not feel that everything is okay. You aren't dealing with this alone. You're not the only one who's ever dealt with this in the whole entire existence of the human race, and that's important to know. Two, it's also important to seek help, to seek the right help, and to know how to vocalize what is going on, even if it seems ludicrous and out of this world and you can't really explain it. There's so many different ways in which you can break it down, and it's important to break that down to the right people who can support whatever you want and need help to go through.
Don't be afraid of how you're feeling. Communicate always. Write down what you think. Like, if you don't feel like you can't approach someone or don't have that confidence in doing so, like literally writing down what you're feeling is a form of communication, even if it is with yourself.
Even if you may feel like your whole world is crumbling and you can't articulate what is going on with your life and you can't really talk about it in a way because you may feel scared or pressured, just know that your feelings are valid. They aren't going to be turned down by people because they exist. You exist. And knowing that in a world where everything around you is constantly trying to tell you different things about what you should be and shouldn't be, know that you should always stay true to yourself, because there is only you in this whole entire world of millions and billions of people, and you are important, and that importance to have within this world is what is needed to make this world a better place. So know that you and your existence is valid, and whatever is happening in your life, talk about it, seek the right help, and believe in yourself.
But if you're not feeling good, and you're feeling a bit out of line and things aren't going your way and you're just struggling, or you know, your brain's in a mess or whatever, I think eradicate things out of your life that might distract you from focusing on getting better or fixing that thing. So whether it's habits that distract you or hold you back, or you know, social events that drain you and don't actually, you know, make you feel good, things that you do just for the sake of it, I think stop there and concentrate on yourself for a little while. Yeah, it works.
Find people that you can relate to and that can help you as well. And it's so important to go to the doctor as well. And like, there's different ways to deal with depression, anxiety and other mental health problems. You know, even if it is medication, that to help you get off the hardest part, because I personally had medication when I was in a difficult spot, and there's a lot of stigma around it, but it brought me out of a very dark hole so that I was able to then seek therapy and like actually work on my problems from within. So I think seeking help and also reaching out to other people, because there's other people that feel the way that you do as well, that will help you realise you're not alone, you know. And like also, you know, you can talk to me if you want, like I'm always here. So if I don't DM me, I'm happy to talk to you.